Now, we know that the new SARS-like coronavirus thought to have originated in a seafood market in Wuhan, China, has infected thousands. It's also spread to other countries, including the US. So it's inevitable that day by day, as this worrying new global health emergency develops, there are new precautions, new flight bans and wider movement restrictions. To get the latest, I've been hearing from Kerry Allen, the BBC's China social media analyst, who gave me this update a short while ago.
There are 5,974 confirmed cases now of the coronavirus, 1,239 of which are being treated as serious. 132 people have died and 103 people have been cured or discharged. We've had the first suspected case in Tibet, which was the only region to date in China that was unaffected.
Obviously, it's having a huge effect on flights by all airlines right across, the world, really.
Yes, absolutely. Early on, we saw a number of airlines, including Singapore Airlines and Cathay Pacific, issue guidance to their staff that they could wear masks. Now, increasingly, we're seeing video footage of people who work on airplanes wearing full body suits and carrying thermometers to check patients' temperature before they arrive. We're also hearing of a number of companies increasingly saying that they're going to restrict flights altogether. So British Airways have now suspended all flights from the UK to China and vice versa.
So people are either going to get stuck in the country or en route when they really need to get somewhere else.
Yes, and I can't stress enough, this is a very important travel time because last week it was Chinese New Year. So the week before that, people were travelling home to see relatives, and those people still need to get home. And altogether during the Spring Festival travel period, there was an expected 3 billion journeys to take place. Now, if we factor in that the Wuhan coronavirus outbreak started shortly after people had made that initial journey, that means that there's still potentially 1.5 billion journeys that still need to be taken.
Give me a sense of how everyday life has been affected.
We've heard of a number of cities in Hubei province where this all started being in lockdown, but people in other regions are effectively in lockdown themselves because they're told you absolutely shouldn't go out in public without a face mask, and it's very difficult to buy these face masks on huge e-commerce platforms like Taobao and JD.com. So a lot of people are very much confined to their homes. Also in Shanghai, businesses have been suspended for 2 weeks. The Spring Festival holiday as a whole has been suspended for a week, so people are not returning to work imminently. And schools are being suspended for a much more extended period of time, possibly until the spring.
I saw Starbucks there has closed 2,000 branches.
Yes, that's more than half of its stores. It's quite common in Starbucks, much like KFC and McDonald's, for students in particular to go and sit in there for extended periods of time to do their homework. Cinemas as well. They've closed because they don't want to be seen as encouraging masses of people into a confined space.
And finally, what about just getting food?
Particularly within Hubei province, there has been a shortage. Shandong province in the east has been sending in hundreds of tons worth of food. And also there's been prices dropped in supermarkets within Hubei province so that people do have enough to eat and they can afford it.
The BBC's Kerry